Everyone and welcome. Wanted to nip back on again. I'd done my oracle reading earlier today and then sat down, had my coffee and a read of the news, and I realised that the southwestern US have been since hit last night with 30 hurricanes, what you call them, over 30 hurricanes, massive destruction, at least 70 dead. I can't believe I didn't pick that up in my weather readings the other day. I did pick up that your hurricane season would be extended. I didn't see the destruction that it was going to cause, and I sat for a while and asked why. I mean, I also didn't see the the bushfires in Western Australia, although yes, very destructive, and they've had extreme heat over there. They haven't damaged any houses or caused any loss of life. But I think what's happened is I sat there quietly and asked, why did I not pick these up? And the answer I got was because I was concentrating on the west coast of the US and the east coast of Australia instead of looking at the countries as a whole. So I just want to do another quick look. Just wondering where to start. Another quick look at what's gone in the US with these hurricanes and the west coast of Australia as two specific areas. So, welcome, Meister. Protect us with your messages. Please tell me about just getting hot and sweaty and chills at the same time. Tell me about the hurricane season in the US, please. Tell me about the hurricane season in the US. They've had a horrific. I did see that it would be an extended period and of time. And goodness me, it's not hurricane season, is it? It's middle of winter for you guys. Isn't hurricanes normally a summer thing? I mean, when I saw extended, I didn't think sort of 12 months of the year, but I did see it stretched right out due to global warming, due to the changing positions of the currents in the oceans. US warmer, Europe colder. Changing currents, which affects the air currents. So tell me about, we'll do an extended Celtic cross so we get a long reading on this. I'm using my Gilded Tarot Royale. If I need some clarifiers, I'll use my miniature Rider-Waite. Please tell me about the hurricanes in the US extended Celtic cross, please. Right, flung out at me, circles of support coming together. It's what the US does best, it's what most societies do best. Coming together and helping others. Right. Okay, signifier card, 5 of Cups, loss. 3 of the cups are tipped over, 2 of them are still standing. I'll bring the computer down so you can follow along with me. Sorry about the light, it's I'm still trying to get my light right in this location. 5 of Cups, 2 tipped over, 3 tipped over, 2 still standing. So loss, challenged by, this is a new beginning. The world is changing. What was is no longer. Base of the pack is the Justice card, which is telling us about authenticity, integrity, but this is also about consequences. What we're seeing now are the consequences of man-made climate change. In the past, Knight of Cups, so this is a message being brought to us. Can't say we weren't warned. Scientists since the 1970s have been warning of this, and as I think I've said quite often, if we ignore the feather, we get hit by a brick. If we miss the brick, we get hit by the Mack truck. Well, we're up to the Mack truck stage. So this is the beginning of a message. He is inspired, spontaneous, but he's also risk-taking. Now, the risk-taking is telling me that there was going to be, we were taking risks, and the message was that there is going to be consequences of them. Okay, crowning the reading, Five of Wands. So this is the continued infighting about what's causing all. Lift that slightly. The continued infighting about what's causing it. You've got the deniers versus the realists. Near future, Two of Swords. We have reached a crossroads. And if this isn't telling us that we've reached the crossroads, then goodness knows what is. So we've reached the crossroads, and we need to take notice of this. In the US, internal influences I'll get it around the right way. External influences is the government, so there will be plenty of government assistance coming forward. Internal influences are, there are going to be some that are deceptive, ripping off, denying of the truth. Now, what I'm getting from this also is you guys have got some elections coming up. There's going to be, on some parts, because you're looking at states, the southern states, which are very Republican, that there's going to be some deception, stealing of the truth, fear-mongering in regards to the government as well. Hopes and fears, King of Wands, a powerful visionary. He is honourable. He is seeing what the future can be. So the hope is that this person is coming to the fore. Queen of Pentacles, she is the Queen of practicality, financial security, so there will be financial assistance coming forward. The Fool is a new start with hope and faith, and then we've got the Ten of Cups, which is the emotional, happy families. So, base of the cup, walking away from what's not serving, new emotional beginning, and the Victory card, which is quite interesting, temperance, moderation and balance, and then Biden. So what these hurricanes are, as ghastly as they are, and the government will be bringing assistance. My heart breaks for the loss of life, but this is the Mack truck that many of us have been warning you about. We've ignored the feather, we've ignored the brick. This is undeniable. At the moment, a lot of people won't see it as being caused by climate change. It will just be a horrific catastrophe, which it is, but looking at the overall picture, which we need to do, we need to look at everything on this earth is linked to everything else on this earth. The biodiversity systems are intricately interlinked. You take out one part of a system and the system collapses, and this is the same with the weather. So the weather patterns are changing. Very quickly, will there be, so this is the, something needs to be done. Take notice. Will there be, I'm just getting chills again, will there be, okay, tell me about the weather. Oops. Getting temperance again. She's talking about how we need to rebalance. Look at this card. It's a bit of a messed up card, and then the moon. That murky depths are going to, secrets are going to be brought to the surface. Can't be denied any longer. Okay, tell me about the weather on the east coast of the US. Weather on the east coast of the US. Oh, cards falling out everywhere. Weather on the east coast of the US. Are they going to have more hurricanes? East coast of the US, please. East coast of the US. East coast of the US. Again, loss, more loss. And the King of Swords. This is truth. Powerful truth being exposed. The world on the bottom again. Sorry that I concentrated on the East Coast. The East Coast had had such a couple of really bad years with wildfires and droughts, so that's why I've sort of focused that way. But please tell me West Coast of US, East Coast of US, please. Sorry, so I concentrated on the East Coast. I'm getting my Australia and US back to front. Tell me about weather on the East Coast of the US, please. Very quickly, Three of Cups, so circles of support. You will, as a country, come together over this. We are at a crossroads and having to make plans for the future as to what direction we actually take. And I say we because as the country is the world is interlinked. Again, we've got this infighting card. The deniers versus the realists, but the truth will prevail. It's not base of the pack, Ace of Wands. So this is an awakening of a new start. Three of Pentacles working together. Ten of Wands is the burden of the plans, but also see how organised they are. They're all straight. So yes, it will be difficult. Lots of wands. Queen of Wands coming up as well. She's an inspiring figure. She's self-aware. She's confident. She knows what needs to be done. So I'll just ask a quick yes, no. Are they going to cop? Because I did get that you're not going to have a cold winter this year. There's not going to be the snow. There's not going to be the freezing conditions that you had last year, but please tell me yes, no, will there be more adverse weather for the east coast of the US? And I'll have a quick look at Australia. Is there going to be more adverse weather for the east coast of the US? Please tell me. East, south, southeast. Southeast, please tell me. Is there going to be more adverse weather? Yes, no cards. Yes, no. 3 cards. Yes, no, please. Yes, no. Are there going to be? Is there going to be more adverse weather? Hurricanes and the likes for the east coast of the US. King of Wands, so you've got this visionary, honourable and empowering figure, strength. That's 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving help, and the 2 of Pentacles, walking a tightrope. This card is telling me that very potentially yes, because there will be a tightrope to be walked that will need financial assistance from this figure. I'm thinking this is the government. And I'm just looking at the stormy seas there. So what I'm getting from this is that very potentially yes, something that will need financial help. And then, oh, sorry, next card I turned over was the Tower. So that's very strongly telling me on the East Coast, yes. Be prepared not alarmed. All you can do is be prepared. Have a couple of days worth of water, a couple of days worth of non-perishable food, enough for you and your neighbours, and if everybody does that, then there'll be more than enough for everybody. Make sure everything's fueled up when it can be, everything's charged. Torches, batteries, candles. I think I've said this every other weather I've read. Little cookers, camping cookers. Just be prepared. Okay, just clear this deck and I'll do the Western Australia as well. Tell me about the bushfires. We call them bushfires, you call them wildfires. Western Australia, very quickly race through. Bushfires in Western Australia. Tell me about the bushfires in Western Australia first up. Tell me about the bushfires in Western Australia. Oh, throwing out at me everywhere. I get this that homes are going to be safe. Moderation. The fires at the moment aren't threatening homes, they aren't threatening people, but they are pretty severe and they've had some horrific weather. Bushfires in Western Australia. Tell me about the bushfires in Western Australia. Again, we've got the King of Wands come flying out. I think this is the Western Australian Premier in this case. It's been very stable during the pandemic. Signifier King of Cups, so this is a calm figure, a diplomatic figure, emotionally balanced. So we've got the emotionally balanced. There's a lot of anxiety in regards to these bushfires. Temperance, she's come up again. She's coming up again and again. She's about rebalancing, moderation, being grounded in reality. Three of Swords, there will be some heartache. 10 of Swords, there will be, again, some truth takers in regards to, this is climate change, and we're at a point where we're at a crossroads where we need to make a decision. Wow, that's an interesting series I've pulled out there. So we've come up with the sabotage and deception, the liar and the thief, surrounding the Two of Swords. And it comes down to money. That's why we're being deceived in regards to this climate change. It's all about money. However, once we reach, can't eat money if the water is no good and the air is polluted and the soils are decayed. Okay, sorry, that's my little soapbox for the day. Will the Western Australian fires, will Western Australia fires threaten homes and people? Will the Western Australia fires threaten homes and peoples? Yes, no. Will the Western Australian fires threaten homes and peoples? Yes, no. Again, be prepared. Leave early. Don't try and defend. Property can be replaced. People, animals and personal possessions can't. Sentimental possessions. Western Australia. Sorry, I'm just getting chills all over. Will people and property be destroyed? Will people and property be lost? Western Australia. Will people and property be lost? Western Australia. Yes, no. 10 of Cups, walking away from what's no longer serving us. 5 of Cups, yes. High Priestess. Use your intuition. So I'm seeing this as leave. There will be loss. Use your intuition. The base of the pack, Magician. collective awakening, call to arms, the truth, powerful truth. Okay, I'm sorry I missed that the other day. Sending my love, sending my light. All you can do is what you can do. If all you can do is charge your neighbour's phone, that's all you can do. If all you can do is give somebody a bedroom until they can get their heads around what's happened, that's what you can do. But the big message I'm getting is this is the Mack truck moment. Be prepared. Leave early for both situations. And love and light to you all from the other side of the world and the other side of the country. Okay. Take care of your neighbours. Bye.